Ooh, Fredo.
Hey, yeah, I'm back into the barricade. What I'm doing, counting up money from this year I made. Last year was a different story, but this year I'm paid. Just do 6:30 in the club, I let it ricochet. Extreme rules ain't enough, I put him in a cage. Now it ain't nowhere to hide, you about to catch this fade. Hey, if rap was wrestling, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Playing games better acknowledge me like I'm Roman Reigns. Hey, but you can't see me though. Took a break, now the final boss back with the demon flow. The innovator, I just do the stuff that they ain't seen before. I'm like the Undertaker, a tombstone to put you where you need to go. A match against me and Dog out for showstopper. I'm in the booth with sweet chin music, I'm the showstopper. Like the Midnight Express, I'm on the road rock. They screaming no mas, I'm old mas, dog, I'm a whole problem. You got the money in the bank, I need the whole profit. Running through my ops like Goldberg, like who gon' stop him? Looking at the clock, it's 3:16, I'ma go spot. And I'ma open up a can of whoop ass like Stone Cold drop. You beating us, the squad like 3D when we teaming up. I got the longest title reign of real rap, it ain't no.
Yo, it is Mania week. It is Mania week. It is Mania week, and I am looking at all beautiful people. When I say beautiful people, I'm just talking about Kayla on the screen. Everybody else, I don't know too much about everybody else. But my boy Rolly do got a hot new single out. I will say that. He do got a hot new single out. And with that being said, man, welcome to the FTW podcast, man. Guys, we are here. It is Mania week, the go home show before WrestleMania, man. What up, gang? Talk to me, man.
What's up?
I mean, it's Mania week. I mean, come on now. Y'all gotta have a little bit more energy than that, man. It is WrestleMania week. I need to say it again, man. Talk to me, man. Loud. Talk, man. Show them something, man. Talk to me.
Ooh, 48 hours and I'll be in Vegas. That's all I gotta say. Watch the fuck
Come
out,
on
Vegas.
now.
Watch out, Nevada, man. Madman's coming. And again, do we really have to keep reminding the people? Get your fucking tickets. FTW Mania. Come on, 19th. April 19th. Right after Mania Night 1, which is going to be pretty good, but you ain't going to want to miss what happens after that. Come on down.
Kelly Faye, talk to me.
And Mania, I'm excited for Night 1 and Night 2, but I don't know. Tonight's Raw was a little lackluster compared to all the other Monday Night Raws this past few weeks. You had like certain segments where, you know, the excitement was high, the momentum was high. Some where the segments lacked interest or lacked storylines completely. So, I mean, I won't say it was a trash episode. I guess it did what it was supposed to do, but it just wasn't. It wasn't a go home show for the biggest pay-per-view of the year, or excuse me, PLE.
I felt like it was quite ass, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not the best go home show. Definitely not what you expected to say. Man. I feel like we, as the fans, was just more excited than the show itself. So, I mean, the fans made the show better because, you know, it's Mania week. So, you know, the excitement of everything, but I genuinely wasn't, you know what I'm saying, just, this was a great go-home show, and I'm just, hoorah for Mania. It's more like, okay, I mean, I'm still hyped for Mania, but that wasn't the best go-home show, I'll say that. And with that being said, man, what was the first segment? Because I actually, like I said, I'm getting ready because I'm also leaving to Vegas tomorrow, so I did kind of miss part of the first segment. What we got? Somebody talk to me. We're going to start off with our girl, Kayla.
Hey, look, if I look off the screen, I'm just referencing notes that I have. But the first segment, Gunther comes out. Michael Cole was supposed to interview him later on in the night from what he said on commentary, but Gunther said F that. He came out to the ring looking very shaken up compared to how he looked last week. You could tell he was bothered. He didn't even want to have much of an interview with Michael Cole, kind of like last week on the Raw recap with Sam Roberts, and I don't remember the young lady's name that hosted the show with him, but he gave the same energy. He didn't want to talk about Mania. He was just very, like I said, shaken up, like he was clutching his pearls because he knew he did too much when it came to Jay. You know, he tried to say that Yeah, or he told Michael Cole, screw your question, screw Jey Uso and everyone that supports him. And me personally, when I was watching this segment, I told Gunther to F yourself. But I think the heat that he got in the segment, because the crowd was booing him similarly to the way that Chicago was booing Charlotte on Friday. But the heat that he got was heat that he needed, because it made him look like a true villain, or even more of a villain than he already was after he did what he did to Jimmy, and it helped Jey out a lot as well too. So again, it makes me look forward to, hopefully, fingers crossed, Jey winning the championship this Saturday. I believe their match is Saturday.
I feel like they should open up Mania.
Definitely.
But I feel like their match is just, because I feel like their match, and hear me out, it's just foretold already. Kaiser comes out, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy returns, helps Jey win the title. I genuinely feel like it's already foretold, so why not just open the show with it? And we already know at this point, respectfully, ain't neither one of the Royal Rumble winners main event either night anyway, so might as well open the show with one of them.
Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying. What's y'all opinion on it? I'll talk to him.
Yeah, like you said, it's foretold. This is going to be Jey Uso, World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso. Open it, sure, why not? I don't care. I'm not that stoked for the match, to be honest with you. Just, what's up, Daniel? Because that fact, everyone knows, I'm not going to repeat it, and I'm not trying to disrespect Jey Uso by beating a dead horse. Everyone knows kind of how I feel about Jey Uso as a singles competitor. I just don't see him as a world champ. So it's hard for me to see him that way. I know it's going to happen. Sure, he's put in the work. It's well deserved. Cool. I think he's going to be a placeholder champion. I don't think he's going to hold it very long. 3 to 5 months tops, and 5 months is pushing it for me. I don't know who the hell.
I say 90 days.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, 90 days exactly. So placeholder champion. I don't really have a clue right now who they're gonna have take it off of him. I really think Punk's gonna go after Cena or something around that title. I don't think he's gonna come after. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's how I feel about it. I don't want to get too far off on that.
Roll it. Talk to him.
I think this segment did what it needed to do. And also the fans showed that they ain't like Gunther at all, especially for what he did to Jimmy. So this is what I wanted to happen in the first place. I wanted Gunther to be that heel that basically torments Jey and gives him hell. And at first we wasn't getting that. At first we wasn't getting that at all. It was just, it was the same thing every week. He didn't really give Jey hell. What had to give Jey hell was attacking his family. And somebody who cared about the most was his brother. So his twin. So definitely, this was perfect. This was good. Then also how he literally said he doesn't care about the fans. He don't care about them supporting him. He don't care about Jey. And he didn't care about Michael Cole's question. He just wanted to leave. He's ready for WrestleMania. But he knows. Secretly, deep down, he knows he's losing. And that's probably another reason why he's upset. Because I don't think he,
he effed up.
Yeah, he effed up. But I was cool with this segment. Jey winning that WrestleMania as a foregone conclusion. It's basically just giving him his moment. He needs that. He deserves it. Honestly, I feel like he deserves it. And it's cool that they're just going to give him that moment. It's not going to be that long of a reign. It's probably going to be, like you said, 90 days or something like that. And they're going to give it to somebody else who's more deserving. I mean, not more deserving, but, somebody who's going to be the next big star, like on the level of Gunther. Because I don't think they're giving it back to Gunther. They might. I don't know. But, yeah.
I think it's Braun Breaker.
If he loses at WrestleMania, then that's definitely probably going to Braun. And I'm fine with that. Braun's a killer. He's everything.
Oh, without a doubt. Like if we did our prediction show tonight, I would bet my check on Finn Balor to be the Intercontinental Champion. Either Finn or Dom walking away with that.
I'm going Dominic Mysterio.
I was gonna say I think Dom.
I want to go Dom, but from what I'm hearing with my sources, I just feel like they really want Finn to win that thing.
I mean, we did hear he was
one
going
of
to
the
get
two.
a
I'm
push.
not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, we did hear he was going to get a push in 2025. So maybe that's the push.
Yep.
Him winning that belt. Yeah, all right. And I'm fine with
You
that.
think
Like I
he
said,
pins Dom? I think he pins Dom for the title. If he does win, he's going to hit Dom with the coup de grace and pin him.
Yeah, which is setting up their program because they're supposed to be. I think this is about to be the end of Judgment Day or whatever they are right now.
I'm cool with Dom taking the title off.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna have I think Dom's gonna be like the first triple heel because I think they're gonna kick Finn out of Judgment Day and make Finn a face. So you know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna try to, you know.
I thought they were.
There's gonna be a time where we turn Dom back face, and when that time comes, he's gonna be one of the biggest superstars in you know what I'm saying, in WWE.
Because, yeah. Hopefully, he puts on some muscles.
Yes, sir. Next, we have the match between Liv Morgan and Bayley, which was actually a good match. That was a solid match. It was. I mean, one thing I will say, they got this match going off was, you know, the interferences. The botch foot, the foot spot. Raquel, Liv, I'm gonna need you to get your foot up on the rope.
Yeah.
Or Raquel, I'm gonna need you to put her foot on the rope. And Real, I'm gonna need you to act like you don't see the shit. Because he sat there and clearly waited on. I don't know. Good match overall. We got our girl Bayley with the rollover win. What y'all think? Kayla, talk to me.
Overall, I didn't mind the match. I like Liv. I mean, there are times where she can be annoying, but I mean, she plays to her character. So I like the Three Amigos spot on the outside. Of course, it was interrupted, but it was still a nice little touch. My only thing with this entire, I guess if we can call it a feud at this point, is I wish they would just develop the women's tag teams that they have instead of using the tag titles to push a singles feud, because it's pretty obvious that they're going to do a Bayley versus Lyra feud and hopefully involve the IC championship. Heck, if Lyra is carrying the belt, why don't you just make the feud about that, or make it about Bayley being frustrated that Lyra's, you know, even though there's no storyline around her title, she's at least defending it on a regular basis, and she's putting on decent matches, and she's, you know, still champion. She's retaining. You could make Bayley's frustration be based around that instead of forcing them to be a team. Because quite frankly, I don't really want to see them take the tag titles off of Liv and Raquel just yet, but who knows, they may go that route and then try to split them up the same way they're doing with Naomi and Naomi and Bianca. But I just feel like it's a waste of the tag team titles.
Lyle, talk to me. Come on, man.
Oh man, it's just so stupid because I really believe it's gonna be 2 belts Lyra, and that's. Could you make her any more boring? She's already boring. We already don't know shit about her.
I don't think that was actually supposed to be a Mania, to be honest. I honestly think when Randy Orton got hurt, I think that's how they Mania match kind of, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely think. Because before them,
all the time.
Bro, I swear, I literally did not hear nothing else about another match, bro, of Liv even hitting in WrestleMania. Remember, they never said nothing about hitting none of that. And then when Randy got hurt, it was like,
I did see.
Now we got the #1 contender match for the tag team. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I did see a poster still posted. I can't remember exactly what it was or who it was posted by, but it showed Randy Orton versus question marks. Like it had him still listed as wrestling somebody.
He's gonna do what they call what that shit Seth Rollins did when he was looking for a match, but Randy basically just gonna come out at Mania and get his own match. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got, you know, it's gonna be one of them situations. To be honest, it's probably gonna be against Aleister Black.
Oh, fuck yeah, that would be. Yeah,
I want him to come back, but I don't. Him versus Randy.
If he did that, it'll show you really.
Yeah, it would be a great match, but this will also show you that
It's either him or Rusev. One or the two.
That's
Him or who?
Rusev.
Him or Rusev. Or
Rusev,
Miro, whatever they want to call him.
Yeah.
It'll
No,
be
I
one
bet
of them
he
two, I
comes back as
guarantee you.
Rusev.
Because both of them two are already re-signed with WWE. So I guarantee it'd be one of them two.
I forgot all about that. Yep, you're right.
I feel like Rusev can afford to take. No, they can't. They can't afford to take a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit!
making
The host
somebody-
who's as late as usual. He's here. Hey.
We got
On
our
the
boy
clock.
FCW Rock in the building.
I'm on the clock.
But yes, man. Really talk to me, man. What you think about the match, man? Liv and Bailey, talk to me.
I thought the match was actually good. I thought the match was definitely good. I thought that Three Amigos spot was cool. She did it outside the ring, and then it got interrupted, but she still capitalized. She still finished it. But this time she did it on the step. The last suplex was on the steps, and I was like, that was fire. It looked like it hurt. But Liv played it off with her little Latina heat shuffle. I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. But one thing I don't like though, like the match was cool, but the whole them feuding over this tag team championship is not. I don't like it. It's like Lyra has the Intercontinental Championship. She should have an Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania. I don't know why we have a tag team match with her and Bailey together fighting for this belt. Like, and not only that, but she doesn't have a match either.
I mean, I feel like it's set up for a Bailey heel turn. I really do.
Swerve and it's a Lyra heel turn. Make her interesting.
Well, that too.
I mean,
Either one. I feel like it's set up for a heel turn with one of them.
But
more likely towards Bailey. Y'all know Bailey don't do good with teammates. She usually always ends up turning, or you know what I'm saying. Like the first time, it was the only time she technically got turned on. So usually she do the turning on people. So that's why I really feel like she, we got the face Bailey, and now we're going back heel. So I feel like we got a Bailey heel turn coming. That's just me though. Rock, talk to me, man. What you think about the match?
It was good. It was a good match.
Excuse me, y'all. Rock is underwater. He is swimming while he's talking to us right now. So y'all got excuses.
Give me 1 second.
He's also aqua diving. He's swimming his lonely time.
In the summer rain right now.
Yeah, that's why I say, he'll aqua dive. Y'all excuse me. Saving the world on the water.
Can't even better now.
Kinda.
Yeah, of course. You didn't think he's now up on the water. People think he done came up.
Sure now.
All right. So,
Keep saying
like I was saying, bro, I told everybody that Lyra and Bailey was gonna win this because they pushed Lyra to the fucking moon. And Bailey, I mean, it's WrestleMania. Bailey was one of the best wrestlers they got. I mean, she's top 3 in my opinion. So why wouldn't they have her on the card? They had to find a way to get her on there. Now them teaming together, like Boss Man said, it's probably teaming up for one of them to have a heel turn. More likely Bailey because she does better as heel. As heel, you don't got to get on the mic as much. Bailey's not the best on the mic. You know what I mean? So I figured it was gonna happen. The match, though, like I said, fire match. I really liked it. They went at it like Rolly said. That last suplex on the stairs, I liked it. It looked like that drop kick that Liv did to the outside hurt her more than it did Bailey. So it was fire match, not bad at all. That's it. I'm done. Just thought to make that clear.
Okay. And with that being said, man, we move on to the next segment for the night. Kayla, talk to us, man.
Well, I want to say the next segment was another match. Hopefully, I'm not disrespecting anybody by skipping over them, but we had Rey Mysterio versus Julius Creed, which good match. I think that spot. Julius was carrying Rey Mysterio up the steps in a suplex that really showed his strength, which not surprising. He is a bigger dude, And Michael Cole pointed it out on commentary, but for Ray to be moving around the way that he moves around in the ring at the age of 50, like he does, it's insane. It's incredible because according to him, he's not going to retire anytime soon, or at least he's going to listen to his body when he does choose to retire. But from the looks of it, his body's just fine. So I think we'll get a few more years out of Ray. Overall, I don't have much interest in this whole Ray Mysterio, El Mocha Frappuccino feud. So I'm not.
She done gave that boy a whole name. Oh my God. She done gave.
Yep.
She done carried that boy in the coffin.
Yeah. That's what it is. El Mocha Frappuccino with maybe a little bit of whipped topping. Who knows? But I'm not that interested in it. But it was a good match overall.
Rolly, talk to me. How you feel about it?
Well, I agree with Kayla. It definitely, I'm not interested in this feud at all. Like I said last week, I am so sick of what is this? El Americano. I don't know what his name is. Oh, Grande Americano. I don't know.
Man, that's Chad Gable, bro. They need to stop playing with me, bro.
Well, Rock said they look alike.
They need to stop playing with us like
a different person, bro. Goddamn, we disrespect him.
No. You tried to tell me that's not Chad Gable. I know Chad Gable.
It's a different. It's two different contracts and everything, bro.
He keep that mask in his carry-on luggage.
It's two different.
Man,
it's two different
come on,
contracts, bro. They're not the same person. Y'all so disrespectful, man. I'm sick of it.
You got
the problem is it's people like Rock in this world that believe. That is the problem.
Bro, man, what you talking about? XM and S-Kid, they different people, man. So, you know what I mean? Stop playing with them people, bro.
I think they're the same person, too.
And they different people, bro. They even talk different.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, but I thought, like I said, I thought the match was cool. And Julius Creed, I would love to see him as a single star, honestly. And he's great on his own. I would love to see him as a single star getting the push in the Intercontinental Championship division. Honestly, I feel like that would be fire. But yeah, great match, cool match. Rey Mysterio moving around at 50, the way he does is insane to me. But it's the stem cell surgery. I think that's what it is. The stem cell little treatment. That's the only way. I feel like if he didn't have that, he'd be moving like I can't even say who he'd be moving like. But yeah, maybe Hulk Hogan. He'd be moving like Hulk Hogan at this time. But yeah, it was good match. That's all I gotta say. Hey man.
You say he was moving like Hulk Hogan?
I think he would be moving
that's
like
crazy.
Hulk Hogan.
That's crazy. Don't even bring up the name on the podcast. Here at the FTW podcast, we don't really mention the name of Hulk Hogan. I mean, I don't mind it, but here at the FTW podcast, his name don't get mentioned here too much here. But anyways, the Madman Murray talk to him. Politely.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Oh no, wait, hold up. Okay.
We ain't eating no motherfucking vitamins over here.
I had to. I fucking had to. All right. Rey Mysterio being 50 and moving. Yeah, that's a man who has like 10 wrestlers, average wrestlers bump card on his bump card and can still go. I mentioned something like that today. I was like, man, that's incredible. I didn't know quite what his age was. I thought he was like 47, 48. But yeah, if he's 50, that's even more impressive. I'm not a big fan of this LWO. It's kind of, this is how I look at it right today. This match was purposely because you've got a stable that's kind of faded away. No one really cares about or talks about with the LWO. And then you've got a faction that's barely hanging on with Chad Gable and, Julius Creed with American Made. They have a horrible name, but the talent's there. So why not stick a dying faction with a fading faction and try to make some kind of magic. So you got the El Grande Americano, like Kayla said, the coffee drink or whatever. I mean, come on, it's just.
Do not agree with Kayla on this, bro. We won.
I was actually upset. You can ask my buddy
name.
here. When she said that, I was like, she stole my shit. I was so about to say, because earlier I said, Grande America must be a Starbucks drink or something. Like I said, I could have sworn Americano is a drink, and we had a discussion about it. And I said, well, he's a really large, just coffee drink. And so I was like, damn, she got to say it before me. But I give her credit, her props. You know, she thought it, she said it first, so she gets to have it.
God damn it, Chad. You see what you done turned yourself into? Yeah, goddamn Starbucks drink. God damn it, you're $12.99. Like that's what it is.
Oh, we need to make a sign for Mania that says Chad Gable $12.99. Perfect. And he won't know what the fuck that is. We'll know what it means.
Boy, Chad Gable went out there and changed this so goddamn thing. I think he had that up under his goddamn thing. He did one of them Superman changes. He came to run it down to the ring. Dun, 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 dun.
What is everybody gonna do when it blows our mind and you see El Grande out there at the same time as Chad Gable and they just found like a body double of him?
We gonna see it at Mania. Watch. We gonna see Chad Gable pop out, and we gonna see El Grande out there at the same time. We gonna be like, "Who the hell is this for real?"
Oh man,
he's gonna come out there drinking.
Fuck around me, Kurt Angle on the mask.
I think that would be one of the most memorable moments in wrestling, because that's never been done that I know of. Like almost the exact body double.
That's Doink the Clown all over again.
Okay, but see, Doink you can do because you find somebody of similar height and build in a full suit makeup.
But see,
this is body. Like this is, this is a body double. Everything but this is, come on now. Unless Chad Gable has a twin brother that they've kept secret this whole time and we don't even know about. This is ridiculous. So that'd be great if they were able to pull that off. I'll tell you what. I'm enjoying this because there's comedy involved in this. And that's how you bring, like I said, two factions that are fading together. You throw some comedy in there. It's kind of hard to miss with that when you look at the talent, the caliber of talent in the factions.
Rock, talk to me, man.
I gotta stop disrespecting that man. They're not the same person. Let's get that out the way. All right. Second of all, that's gonna be Kurt Angle in that suit. Third of all, fuck Hogan. I had to throw that in there. I don't know why his name came up. All right. Fourth of all, this match straight. I'm more interested than y'all. I'm not gonna stunt, only because of the fact that we're talking about this more than we talked about Gunther tonight. So in all actuality, it's doing its job. It's more interesting. Not as far as Jay and Gunther, that whole thing's more interesting, but as far as what happened tonight and leading up to the match, it's only been 3 weeks, and we're really thinking about this damn match. You feel what I'm saying? So no matter what we say about it, hey, it's curiosity of how it's going to turn out at WrestleMania. It's done its job. They literally have the shortest build. Well, other than New Day and War Raiders, that's just crazy work right there to be at WrestleMania. But other than that,
but we get the New Day. Oh my God,
man! But other than that, this match has the shortest build. The character has literally been signed for 3 or 4 weeks. I already got a WrestleMania match. We're gonna start a campaign saying justice for Chad Gable. It's 2 years in a row he ain't got no WrestleMania match, and it's ridiculous. But match was good. Julie did his thing, like y'all said. I'm gonna point out the fact that Rey Mysterio, if he wrestled full time, he wouldn't be able to do it. That's the thing about Rey Mysterio. He probably had like 6 or 7 matches a year now, like for the last 3 years. As you think about it, that's why he's able to still perform and do what he does. If he was on a schedule like he used to be in WCW or the Indies or something, or even when he was full time in WWE, he wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I mean? He would have been injured or some type of thing like that. So he's able to do what he can do because it's limited. Just like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns still, I ain't gonna say he suffered from his chemo stuff or whatever, his Damn, I just forgot the name of it. But y'all get what I'm talking about, the cancer stuff that he had. That's one of the reasons why he has a limited schedule. You feel what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Certain people can do it all the time. We don't recognize Ray like that because it's not a heel and nobody is not put in front of everybody. The fact that Roman Reigns barely wrestles is put in front of everybody. It's part of his character. It's part of his story arc. Rey Mysterio barely wrestling is not part of his story arc because he's head of LWO, his son's wrestling. You know what I mean? Everything that Del Fantasma does came from him. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stories that come from him, and he's a face. So it kind of hides the fact that he don't wrestle that much.
Yeah. I got one bold predicament about the New Day match, though. I say Big E helps them win the titles. Big E turns heel at WrestleMania.
I want that to happen, but at the same time, if that happens, though, don't drop the fucking ball on it. Because so far, you're dropping the ball on the New Day.
I mean, I feel like if that happens, not only does the ball get picked back up, then then the ball gets picked back up on the tag team titles because we dropped the ball on them also. So I feel like we can pick the ball back and get back to dribbling with the New Day and with the tag team titles on the Raw side if we do that. That's all I'm saying. Don't have them come out there and cost them the titles.
Yeah,
They
I
still
feel
should
you.
have
I feel you.
had the tag team titles for SmackDown defended. The booking has been a lot better on that end.
100%.
Sorry, but the Motor City Machine Guns and Street Profits would tear down the fucking house at WrestleMania compared to what this match is going to be. That's all I'm saying.
On God now. It could
Even
be
if you
Street
just
Profits
put it on the
versus...
pre-show, even if you just put that match on the pre-show, do something.
Bro, Street Profits versus DIY. Street Profits versus Del Fantasma. Street Profits versus... Hell, it could have been A-Town Down Under. It would have been better than New Day versus War Raiders.
Yeah.
Agreed, 100%. And with that being said, we move on to the next segment.
Hold on, can I ask a quick question? Are they really called New Day? Like they're the new?
Like it do seem like it. Yes. That's what
Pat McAfee keeps saying it. Pat McAfee's the main one that's saying it.
I was hoping it's just a Pat McAfee thing, but if please just be a Pat McAfee thing. Don't actually be. No, just please no.
I fuck with it. Long as they change their music.
We already did.
Yeah, go back to the one Mega Rain. Shout out to Mega Rain, man. Go back to the one Mega Rain first made to them. The one they got now is terrible. But anyway, we going back to the segments, man. We have each promos tonight from Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley talking about how they will become the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Well, the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania. And with these promos, each one of them basically cut a solid promo. And I'm just gonna ask this. We're gonna have our prediction right now. Who wins at WrestleMania in the triple threat match between Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair? I'm just gonna say mine right now. To be honest, I think Io Sky wins and retains the title. Kayla, talk to me.
I've thought about it. I want Bianca to win just so she keeps her undefeated streak. But if that aside, I'm gonna say Io.
Okay, Roller.
My prediction is Io. I want Io to win and retain her championship because she's the most over. Everybody loves Io Sky right now.
Yep. Rock, talk to me.
It's gonna be Io, I think, because they need to start building Rhea to be something other than New Day and Championship. That's literally all they built her around. Bianca, like I absolutely would love for her to win, but like Kayla, just like Kayla said, and keep her undefeated streak. I think she should be the female Undertaker when it comes to WrestleMania. But with her being on SmackDown and everything going on with Jade and Naomi, I truly believe she's going to end up feuding with them one-on-one or triple way. Either way, something's going to happen with them on SmackDown. So she's not going to carry that Raw title while being on SmackDown. So with that being said, more likely Io will win. Io, like I said, Io is the most internationally known. And it'll look good for her because her whole faction is out right now. I mean, I know Kairi Sane and Asuka probably coming back pretty soon. Mainly Kairi Sane. But until then, we don't know. But right now, keeping her around and having her hold the title until a different story comes along will be best for her.
Okay. Madman, talk to me. Who you got?
Man, honestly, this one has been kind of torturing me. I really don't know. Part of me wants to say, it's going to be a surprise for some people that EO, they keep sleeping on EO. They keep disrespecting her, and she can just hit out of nowhere and win it. But I keep also getting pulled that Bianca's going to take it. I don't know, man. I'm just...
Give us one. Talk to us. Give us one.
Fuck it, I'm going to go left field then and say Rhea.
All right, there you go. And those are basically our predictions for the triple threat match. Kayla, what's the next thing? Talk to us.
Next up was the match between AJ Styles and Karrion Kross, which apparently, granted, I didn't see it. If anyone watched it online, maybe you did. But I guess he got to use his old music again. I saw his entrance on IG, which I wish they had showed it on Netflix because it looked great. Hopefully they continue to use that. I think it adds to the character work that he's been doing, which is amazing. I figured he wasn't going to win this match, but it was just nice to finally see him in a match on TV. The work in the match was also really good. There was a moment that someone else pointed out on IG, but when AJ Styles hit him with the phenomenal forearm, he just put his arms behind his back and he just took the finish, which I think again is part of the devil on your shoulders type of character work. So I'm wondering, of course, AJ Styles won the match, but I'm wondering and kind of hoping, I wouldn't be upset if he interfered in the match at WrestleMania between him and Logan Paul, because it would give him a chance to continue this storyline and again put him in more matches. So, but overall, the match between AJ and him, I enjoyed it. Again, I just want to see more of Karrion Kross. Of course, Logan Paul came out at the end and ran his mouth and got some cheap crowd heat. He's already disliked as it is. But I like his finisher. I know, I feel like I've said that before, but his finisher is really good. And I like the fact that he calls it the pulverizer. That's really the only credit I'll give him for tonight.
I will say this. Two things. The Logan and AJ Styles match, I feel like there's more just getting AJ Styles in there for his last Mania, quite frankly. And then this Karrion Kross thing, I finally think we're finally finna get to cooking with Karrion Kross. I really do. Damn the loss now. I really think we finally get to cooking with Karrion Kross. And now that they're finna do something with him and AJ Styles, I can see AJ Styles actually joining Karrion Kross this time. And them actually, you know what I'm saying? I really think we're finna do right by Karrion Kross this time. That's just my opinion. Really, what you think? I just want to hold on 1 second, Roller, before we go straight to it. I just want to give a shout out to our man Blaze in the Bingo Hall for our boy. He is one of the sponsors for FTW Mania, which we will be talking about here in a couple minutes. And he is one of the paid sponsors of FTW Mania. And we will be having an interview with him soon where he will be talking his love for 420, good old THC, marijuana, and Mary Jane, and wrestling. So y'all be looking out for that very soon, man. And we just want to give a big shout out to our boy Blaze from the Bingo Hall. And Roller, go ahead and talk to us, bro.
I wouldn't know much about that, but shout out to y'all THC users, Enjoy.
He's retired. That's it.
But yeah, I thought the match was cool.
You used to hate it.
I thought the match was cool between.
I support the business.
Yes, sir. Much love. Man, you go back to swimming and shut up.
You tell me to shut up one more time. Man, Rolly, go ahead, go. I don't want to keep on interrupting you. He's rude as hell.
All right, I thought the match was cool. I thought Karrion Kross, he showed a lot of aggression in this match, and I just love to see him in the ring again. It's been a minute since he's actually been wrestling. He's been backstage doing segments and trying to, poke his way into other people's business. trying to be that devil on your shoulder, like it said on his tights. And also, they mentioned, I guess, on commentary that he went to AJ Styles' tights guy and got some tights made by him and kind of had like the similar logo to AJ Styles' his P1 on the side of his tights. So I'm like, okay, that's hard. I was like, it's a little detail into this, what's going on between them right now. So that was cool. But yeah, the match was cool. And it was good seeing Karrion Kross, AJ getting a win against Karrion Kross. We all knew that was going to happen. But I just like seeing Karrion on the ring, or in the ring, and in this match. And also, like Bossman said, I do think they actually are going to be doing right by Karrion Kross now. They're starting to realize the work that he's been doing and the work that he's been putting in behind the scenes, like in segments and just backstage, period. His range is crazy. The way he can snap from just being kind of comedic to serious that quick. Nobody does it like him in WWE for real. But yeah, great match. Then Logan coming out there and knocking AJ Styles out. When I mean out, he had him knocked out on his feet. He knocked him back to Ring of Honor with that punch. Literally, he snuck him, knocked him straight out, and then he got him with the pulverizer. And that move is just amazing to look at. It's crazy. It's amazing to look at. And I didn't think he can do it to anybody. I thought when it came to AJ Styles, I didn't think he can lift him and just like have him float into a DDT like that. Logan's a big dude, like kind of a big dude, but I didn't think he could lift him. I'm sorry, I didn't. But it's kind of showing that he can, and I feel like he could hit anybody with that finisher. I'm fine, but that's what's up. Because we needed something other than the one lucky punch. He needed an impactful finisher that was not a punch. And he found it. Found a great finisher, and now he has that, the one lucky punch, and the frog splash that he does, which is also just amazing to look at when he's doing it. So, yeah.
Logan's got a bag. I get it to him.
Yeah, this is going to be a great match at WrestleMania. Probably a match that has a possibility of still in the show. When what night it is on, I think it's probably on Saturday. If it is on Saturday or night 2, whichever, it's probably going to still the show. Because these two, and just because Logan rehearses, months before, so he just gets himself ready for the match. And then AJ Styles is just a professional. He's probably the best wrestler on the planet. So, yeah, this is going to be a banger, period.
Rock, talk to me.
I want y'all to keep in mind that Logan and Seth Rollins 2 years ago pretty much down there had match of the night. So the fact that he got AJ Styles now, who can steal the show with anybody, I'm damn near voting for this to be match of the night. And yes, it is on night 1. So it can mess around beating the match of the night. It wouldn't surprise me at all. The match that against him and Karrion, like y'all said, they're about to do right by Karrion, because think about the fact that everybody that loses a lot end up winning eventually. New Day, they've been losing a lot. I think they're about to get these tag titles. Street Profits lost for a long time. They got the tag titles. Bayley was losing for a long time. She got the women's title at Mania. Who else was losing for a long? Oh, R-Truth and Miz were both on year or two long losing streaks. They both won at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? They usually reward people. They keep Shinsuke Nakamura was losing. He ended up winning that United States title. He may not be with the company anymore, but he lost a long time before they gave him that title. So to keep in mind, they usually reward people that lose a lot. And Karrion Kross has kept himself relevant in anything that he does. Now, he may have lost, but he's relevant. You know what I mean? And he does that type of thing loud, or whoever said something about his tights. He does that type of thing. Every single person he's interacted with, he changes his hairstyle to match theirs. When he would, talk to Xavier Woods, he had his hair pulled back. Talking to Sammy, he had it down and scruffy. Talking to AJ, he got it, he had it down and straightened. You know what I mean? He kind of does that to mess with the mind of the person, to keep them at ease. I can let my guard down, really talk to him, even though they know damn well he don't mean no good. But, like I said, devil on the shoulder, you know what I mean? You're going to say that sweet stuff you like to hear. So, Karrion about to give a award. Like I said, AJ may join them. I would think that'd be great. They kind of rewarded Karrion already with that group. That group just wasn't getting over like that, and they'll make them enough money to not really be doing shit. So, they let them go. So, but they're gonna come back for hell. They reward, like I said, they reward them by letting them beat the Wild Six. They beat them. We ain't seen no nigga since. I mean, the people since. So, it is what it is,
Yeah.
Yeah, Madman, talk to me.
I really hate to disagree with everybody because you all have fantastic points. I gave up on WWE going right by Karrion Kross a while back. I've called him Karrion Jobber for a while because that's all I've ever seen since they brought him up is TikTok, and I lose, and I get tired of it. And I love the artistry. I've never been blind to the artistry that he puts into his work. I just don't feel like WWE has ever appreciated it enough to think that it's enough for money, for making money. They appreciated Bray Wyatt's artistry for a long time, but it still took them forever to actually push him. And by the time they did, well, we see what, Anyways, regardless, I don't have faith that they're going to do right by him, even though I hope that they do. I hope every one of you are right, and we do get to see Karrion Kross finally get pushed. I didn't feel like he was in the best shape tonight when we saw him either. I feel like he's probably used to kind of sitting on the shelf just because they haven't been using him. We've seen him in better shape, is what I'm saying. Not that he wasn't in shape. Obviously, he was in ring shape. He could go. He had a good match. But what we've seen and compared to what we saw tonight, I feel like there was a difference there. It's also been a while since I've seen him too. So again, we haven't seen a whole lot of him. I feel like they're going to drop the ball again. I think we're going to see more of this. We'll see him at Mania. He's going to lose at Mania or something. I mean, I don't know. Oh well. I don't think they need to put him in another faction with him. Putting him with a faction or a faction behind him is not. He doesn't need it. It's not helping him. Because they do nothing with the faction whenever they put it with him. They have him as the mouthpiece for people that need a mouthpiece, but then he gets lost in the shuffle because he never wrestles. He can wrestle. Put Killer fucking Kross out there and let him go. That's all I'm saying.
You know what that kind of reminds me of, Lau? I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're good. What's up?
It's kind of reminding me of how they're doing Santos Escobar. We all know he's a great wrestler.
Perfect example.
He's been talking for about 2 months now. I ain't had a damn match.
Perfect example. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. And I gave up on it. I gave up on it a while back when I kept seeing them get jobbed to these people. Like, what the fuck are you even out there for? We know you're a badass. You got injured once a while back when you first came up, and it seems like they've been punishing you ever since. So please just leave. Go do something in TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor, NWA, somewhere else where they can appreciate your fucking artistry. That's all I'm saying. Like, good. He's too goddamn good to be where they have him in their roster, in their lineup. He really is.
Yeah, man.
I see you, gang. You had an end game there. You just want AEW. You think you're slick. You're not.
Yeah. And with that being said, Callie, what do we have next? Talk to us.
Right, next up, Jay came out and had a segment about his match with Gunther. I didn't have much expectation for the segment because, in my opinion, the segment that Jay cut last week was the promo that you cut before a big pay-per-view for PLE. Like WrestleMania, that was the go home promo. So him coming out tonight, I mean, it was good to see him because he is in a big match at Mania, and considering that Gunther came out earlier in the night, we kind of need to hear Jay's side of things. He needs to retaliate. It wouldn't have made much sense for him to come out and still be in the same mood or emotions of last week, and it also wouldn't have made any sense if they had any physical contact with each other if Jay's supposed to be as locked in as he claimed he is, and if Gunther is in the mindset that he's in, it again doesn't make any sense for them to have any type of physical contact. But again, it was just a segment that kind of again promotes their match for Mania, so it was good for him to come out. It was a very short promo, but good to see him come out there, get the crowd behind him. I love that they ran the entrance back again because we've missed that for the past few weeks with the build-up of their Mania match. But again, I didn't have much expectation for it because he said everything that he needed to say, in my opinion, last week.
I feel that. I really do. I do. That's what I'm saying. I felt when it comes to that, it just feels like we talked about it earlier. It's a foregone conclusion. So we know with that being said, man, after that, did we have one more match or was we straight to the main event? Basically, Roman and them talking.
You had the New
There
Day.
was a match with Penta and Finn Balor.
Oh yeah.
Hey, can I say something about that Jay shit right quick?
Yeah.
So I just want to point out the fact that I think we're gonna see some stuff out of Jay that we haven't seen. Because last week he came out in all black and all he had was the Yeet glasses, and this week it was all black and he didn't have Yeet anywhere on him. Not a single spot on him. And also point out the fact that, of course, the crowd was doing his up and down arm movement, but he was not doing his up and down arm movement. He's being very serious. He likes getting the crowd involved. He's still gonna let them do that at the end, but you recognize he wasn't doing it at all. Jay about business these next 2 weeks. So I think we're gonna see some stuff out of him we haven't seen. Hopefully some new movesets. Hopefully he do 8 moves instead of 4. But go ahead, keep going.
We need to see something different. I don't want to see this. Like, they fixed the build. Do not do a Saturday night main event repeat.
I swear to God, don't do that. It's gonna be just like that sign say, mid-event Jey Uso.
Mid-event.
I swear, a fan had a sign that said mid-event Jey Uso. As it was coming out last week, I can't believe the camera let that be on there. That was crazy work.
It was on the side of him, right next to him. That is wild.
Look at Lyle. He loved it.
I don't love it. I just agree with it. I just, you know, I'm not trying to hate on Jey Uso. I know he's got talent, bro. It's just so I can't see past the tag team. I wish I could. Mid-event Jey Uso, I agree with that. I really do. Put him back with his brother. Let them get tag titles 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 more times. I don't care. Let them go down to history as the best tag team ever. I don't give a shit. It's just that's how. It's so hard for me to, even with the Yeet thing. I know it's over. I know he's over. I know he's selling merch. He's checking every single box you're supposed to fucking check to be a main event guy. I get it. I just can't see it. It's on me. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. I just, for whatever reason, I can't fucking see it.
Man, look, I ain't got much to say though. We go straight into what we say, Penta and Finn Balor, which was a good match. Definitely was a good match. We know what we setting up for. We didn't actually get a winner in that match. She finished in a stop because we had the Judgment Day, of course, come out there. And before that match, we had the Judgment Day attack Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker comes out there and basically interrupts the entire match. And, man, honestly, I don't know, man. Like, Fatal 4-Way, like I said, who do we got? We have Dominic Mysterio, Penta, Braun Breaker, and Finn Balor. I mean, personally, I got Finn Balor win. Caleb, talk to him.
Dom, going dirty Dom. It's Dom's time. He's gonna get it. He's so fucking hot. As a heel, as a tweener, they're gonna make him into a face soon. I think why not make him into a face soon after you put a title on him? And perfect title to put on him is the Intercontinental. People really don't expect it. Some are like me are saying, yeah, Dom's gonna get it, but the thing is just a fucking joke. I'm telling you, he can hit that frog splash out of nowhere. He can do some Eddie Guerrero shit. He can pick the bones and steal the win. I'm telling you, Dominic Mysterio is going to walk out of WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion.
I
say Finn. Kayla, who you got?
I wouldn't mind if it's Dominic, but I kind of want Finn to get it first. Dom can take it off of him later just to kind of build up the feud between the two. But I want to see Finn take the title home. I think their match is night 2, so this Sunday.
Roll it, talk to me. Who you got?
I think Finn's going to take it. I want Finn to take it. I want Finn to get a win. I need my boy Finn Balor to become Finn Balor again. Because right now, we've been dealing with that for way too long. It's time, man. It's time. He's been consistently losing to a lot of people. He's been doing the jobs. Now it's time for him to get his moment. And that Intercontinental Championship is the moment for him. He needs that. So I'm going to go with Finn. Dom, he'll always get it. He's young. Like I said, he's got so much time, bro. So much time to win so many belts. And he's already had belts. He's won the North American Championship for NXT and did a great job holding that belt too. So when he does become Intercontinental Champion, I already know he's going to do a great job with it, whether he's a face or a heel. I prefer him to be a heel, though, honestly. But, yeah, Finn.
The Rock, talk to me.
I don't want him to turn face yet. I want him to stay a heel, and I want Dominic to win the title. Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be mad if Finn won, but I absolutely want Dominic to win, and I want Dominic to pin Finn in order to do it, like double cross him type thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. If Dominic wins, I'll be more than happy. And the only reason why I don't want Finn to win because I want Finn and Dominic to feud afterward. Somehow they stop their feud and Finn goes for the world title. Finn could be the one to take it off Jay, in my opinion, like 4 or 5 months down the line. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, everybody that be losing gets rewarded eventually. It's rumored that Finn is supposed to get a big singles push this year. What's bigger than the world title? I mean, I think at this point in Finn's career, he's not above the Intercontinental title, but I mean, what you doing all the sacrifices for? The Intercontinental title? Absolutely not. He should get a world title run, and being Jay Ford will absolutely build his heat up some more. Eventually, you know what I mean, like a SummerSlam or something, you know? So that's just my opinion.
And we know who he said. He said, boy, Dominic Mysterio. And then after that, then we have the Roman segment, right, Kayla? I think we might have lost Kayla for a second. Hold on. Right after that, we had the Roman segment, right? I think she's still on mute. Well, we'll get straight into it, man. After that, we go right. You said what happened?
She's pausing.
She's kind of lagging. It's like, but I don't think it was the Roman segment. We had the New Day match.
Who was it? New Day versus who?
Wait. No, did the New Day come out? No, they didn't. No, we did have.
They New Day talked to somebody, but it was like a small little.
Yeah, it was a segment.
Yeah. But we skip it.
Okay, we go straight into Roman them, man. As Roman come out, he gets there aroused. Paul Heyman follows him out like a lost puppy, man. You know, and then we have Roman basically talking. You know, we know how this goes, man. And then our boy, good old Seth Rollins comes out there and basically says the winner of this match is more than just a triple threat match. The winner of this match basically has the company on their back. And it can't be Roman. And Roman is done talking. He just beats down Seth Rollins and then mushes CM away and basically, you know what I'm saying? I mean, mushes Paul Heyman. I don't want no love from you either. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, good old Captain Saber, he wrote CM Punk, aka Madman, Murder runs down there to the ring and does his save. And after and for some reason, I don't know why, but he gets a piece of Roman. And then y'all know, so don't go nowhere, man. Let the people see you now. Now, like I said, man, we have our boy Seth Rollins on top because what he does is he stumps both of them, man. And once again, we have Seth Rollins on top, and I think that might be the picture here at WrestleMania on Saturday night. Kayla, fix your face because it's probably gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Fix your face, and then you know now. You and Lil CM Punk down there in the corner, y'all might as well get it right.
No, I'll end up drop kicking my TV if that's what goes down in the main event.
Rolling toss me. What you think, man?
Hold on, I tuned him out because he was talking so much stupid shit. What do you say is going to happen? Who do you say is going to win in the main event?
Seth Rollins.
Oh, okay, that's a possibility. Okay.
Kayla, favorite wrestler?
Never. Never was. Never will be.
Don't do stuff like that.
She said he's the never is, the never was, and the never will be.
Exactly.
There's the thing, there's a now, and there's a forever.
And he's not in any of the three.
Oh, poor Seth.
He did it to himself. So
you know what you did, Seth.
All because he let Becky dress him.
Don't feel bad.
Let
On
the
that
man make
TW
it.
podcast, we fuck with you. We fuck with you over here at the TW podcast. It might not be just Kayla, but we fuck with you.
Let the man make it, Kayla. He lets his wife dress him. You know what? Becky's the man. She said it herself. Just let her dress him.
You know what?
Thank you. Like, come
I
on,
will give
man.
credit where it is due. The jeans last week with the jacket, I liked.
Oh,
Everything else,
okay.
for the most part, is questionable.
You get one compliment. One compliment from her.
Yeah, I
Hey,
told you.
you know what, though?
5 to
That's
7
the
He
first
look so
time
he look so goddamn ridiculous tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Tonight wasn't so bad. It was all black. The jeans, the pants were a little big, but hey, they were.
I thought the jeans were all right.
His outfits have been a lot less loud.
I thought the jeans were all right. That top was stupid. And I don't know why he's wearing bell bottoms last week. That was just okay. Like, what, really?
He looked very
it's
Metro
still Seth
Boomin.
Rollins.
Yeah.
It's still Seth Rollins. So we got, you know what I mean? He ain't going to give us everything we want, but hey, at least it's not as ridiculous. I will say, 3 weeks ago, I was wrong about his outfit. I said it was ridiculous and the shoes were horrible, but they were a tribute to Bray Wyatt, so my fault. I'm so sorry.
Oh, the red and black plain
I
boots.
fuck with Bray. I love you, Bray, but them boots are still big and ugly too. I love you, but shit, I'm gonna keep it 100. Shit.
Yeah,
I seen the big ass.
Rocket, that's your opinion, brother. That's your opinion. I'll tell you, Bray's melted fiend outfit was ugly as shit. I mean, not everything he did was a hit. We still miss him.
Hold on. Let's get one thing right. I never said the boots clean. I just said it was a good tribute to Bray Wyatt. Let's get that right. I wasn't one of those shit.
Them boots were. I thought they were all right, but
them boots ain't right. Them boots is hideous.
They looked all right with the Fiend character because they kind of fit with everything else. On Seth, it was like,
Seth had on a green Michigan
green outfit.
Exactly.
Black and like what it was like, was it black or gray glasses? The glasses when they match shit in.
Whatever it was, it did not match.
He don't be hitting on shit. No dressing ass. Don't have better clothes on.
End of the day, man. At the end of the day, think about it like this, y'all. We have a great WrestleMania card. Well, I'm not gonna say great, but we got a WrestleMania card ahead. And that being said, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where we gotta pick a winner for Saturday night's main event. Before we go, we gotta pick a winner. We gotta pick a winner for 2 more matches. We got to pick a winner for the main event of Saturday night, the main event for Sunday night.
Sunday night, easy.
Main event for Saturday night. I'm not gonna lie, I got the Tribal Chief winning. Talk to me, who you got winning?
You see what I got on? I acknowledge my Tribal Chief.
Okay. Roll it, talk to me.
Somehow, some way, I think Seth is winning. I think we're going to get a swerve. I think Paul's going to turn. I think that's the favor that Paul owes Seth for some reason, even though he thinks he's not going to turn. Because he said, your wise man is a scumbag, and I don't think he's going to actually, do the favor for me. But I think Paul's going to do it for some reason. There's just something. We're going to get a swerve.
Rock, talk to him.
I think Seth Rollins gonna win, and eventually Paul Heyman's gonna join Seth Rollins eventually. I don't think that night though, because before he ain't gonna betray Roman Reigns. If anything, Roman Reigns gonna hit him again or some shit, and then Paul Heyman gonna pull the trigger and be like, "Hey man, fuck you," and then join Seth Rollins eventually. But I'm not sure it's gonna be a Mania. But tonight could have been an indicator. He absolutely could do it because he could be tired of Roman Reigns bullying or whatnot. So it's a possibility, but I see Seth winning. I think they already rewarded Punk by having him main event and getting into a feud that pretty much, I ain't gonna say got nothing to do with him. He got more of a personal thing between these two. Throwing all of them together is kind of a shot in the dark. I think they just threw some shit on and saw through the stick, and it does. It's gonna be a fire main event. But I got Seth, man. I got Seth. He sacrificed everything last year. Literally everything. Health, gone a whole year. You know what I mean? He didn't really get to wrestle that last year with Becky, and as far as we know, Becky probably not coming back for a long time, as reported. You know what I mean? So he sacrificed a lot. His championship run, he could have just not wrestled at WrestleMania, literally. And you know what I mean? Or when he got injured, he could have not came back all the way until WrestleMania. He probably would have been 100%, but he still sacrificed everything for the company. He let Drew get that title, gave him a shine, had a fire match with him. Match so good, the guy couldn't walk to the ring for his stuff with Roman now. So I got Seth, man. If Seth don't win, it's kind of messed up, in my opinion.
Okay. Man, talk to me. Who you got?
Phil Brooks via Paul Heyman. I really do. I don't have a whole lot to say about it because I think that's going to be the outcome, and it pisses me the fuck off because it should be the OTC, but I really feel like Paul's going to turn on him. I hope it's the way y'all are talking about with Seth. I wouldn't mind that as much. Like, that'd be okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's the way I didn't really think they'd go with Seth instead. Paul Heyman has a history of turning on all of his guys. I mean, it just happens.
Exactly.
And with Punk being his best friend, they keep elaborating. Best friend. He may be your wise man, but he's my best friend, you know. I really feel that he's going to do something that then Punk's going to get his day in the sun, where not only did he main event WrestleMania, but the very first and only WrestleMania he ever main evented, he got to win. I think that's what's going to happen because I feel like he's going to get one more title, whether it be the World Heavy or the Universal, however they decide to do it. He's going to get it, and that be the way to push him next. Believably, well, he took out Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That main event wrestling, so I think it's gonna be bullshit. I'm not gonna be happy, but I really feel like that's the way they're gonna go.
You see, I personally think another reason it's gonna be Seth is because they keep teasing the heel turn for him. I think this is the day you pull the trigger on it. You know what I mean? If you pull the trigger here, it's a very big thing. And like I said, eventually Paul joins them. And then, that starts a whole new story arc. You know what I mean? Everybody that's been great is usually great before Paul gets with them. Other than that one guy, I forgot his name, but it was the guy that he left CM Punk for, and that pretty much didn't really work out too much. But other than that, everybody was already great. Brock Lesnar, we already knew he was gonna be great. You know what I mean? When he got with him. Big Show, we already knew who he was, you know what I mean? And of course the OTC. And I want to point out a small detail. I don't think Brock Lesnar is ever coming back because they perfectly said tonight CM Punk is known as the first Paul Heyman guy. We all know it's a lie. We all know it was Brock Lesnar and it was Big Show before Brock Lesnar, but Big Show is working with AEW right now, so of course they're gonna try to act like he don't exist when he's a very big part of the company, and it's gonna take Big Show a while to get in the Hall of Fame as well because of that. But I just wanted to point that out,
I wanted to say one thing too. Tonight, Seth Rollins also said the famous phrase that has been said by three people, John Cena, Rock, and Seth, which is best for business. Every time I hear that word, it seems like there's going to be a swerve turn or somebody sold their soul. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's about to happen.
I wouldn't mind if Seth was the next person to join them, because I'm telling y'all, he got another person joining them, Rock dude. I think he got two more people.
And
but it'll be a big swerve. It'll be a big swerve. I'm glad you pointed that out.
And it makes sense also because I want to say one thing, because it makes sense also because Roman's in the match. He's going to screw Roman and stab with his cousin. So that's going to be setting up. If we're going to get Rock and Roman next year, that's going to set that up. And this setting up it will also be a big swerve because he came out there talking that shit to Cody Rhodes about it. Yep. It just, I'm telling you, I don't know. Every time I hear that word, my ears light or my ears get there.
I think it could be Seth. I think he's definitely one of them. The person I think it is also for some reason. I think it's Randy, bro. I keep thinking people don't understand the bald head Randy Orton and that voice and shit is not a face Randy Orton. That's a heel Randy Orton all day. You know what I'm saying? That is a heel Randy Orton at the highest form, bro. You know, I can see Randy coming out there to make it look like he finna do some cool shit and say today and kick Cody upside his motherfucking head. It's gonna have a lot to do. I mean, think about it, man. They story all gonna tie in itself. He gonna have to tie in with Randy at some point in time, and there wouldn't be no better way now.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I keep saying I think it's gonna be Jay Uso and maybe Solo as well. But you know, only because of the peace sign that he did. It was the same exact peace sign that Jay Uso did, where he said "Deuces, Usos." So it kind of, it's fun, man.
We shall see, man. With that being said, man, it is Mania week. Y'all go out there and have fun. For everybody that is coming and going into Vegas, travel safe. You know what I'm saying? Safe travels. And for everyone who is watching at home, throwing watch parties, getting with the gang, with the family, y'all enjoy yourself and have a great time. The gang will be here 5 to 6 days this week, probably 7, man. We'll be here all 7 days with content going live from World WrestleMania. WrestleCon will be coming at you with interviews, and we'll all be starting something very, very important. I don't know if you guys seen it. We'll be starting since we got them both here on the show. We'll be doing our thing, the Kick Show with Rolly. We'll be doing that Kick Show with Rolly with Ray TV. That'll be coming up very soon after Mania, and then doing this week with all the content we got going on, we will be now giving y'all the Indie Minutes of Madness with Madman Murray. And with that being said, man, be on the lookout for that. Enjoy y'all Mania week and be on the lookout for more shows. It is your boy, Mr. FTW with the gang here. Taylor Kayfabe, Rolly Ray TV, FCW Rock, and Madman Murray. Enjoy y'all week, and we are out.